Hello everyone, my name is Wesley with West Ham Books, and today we are going to be talking about queer comics and the review of The Prince and the Dressmaker. The Prince and the Dressmaker is written by and illustrated by Jen Wang. Jen Wang is an award-winning New York Times bestselling author and illustrator of several graphic novels for young readers, including Stargazer, The Prince and the Dressmaker, and In Real Life, and Coco Be Good. She's also a cartoonist, writer, and organizer of Comics Arts LA. So right into the art from this book. It is adorable, it is amazing, it is iconic, and it is a signature for the author. That this style is very similar to other styles of books that she has illustrated. She has a very unique perspective and way that she draws her characters and her settings. The book is full color, which is not common for most graphic narratives. And there's a look of rough lines like a brush pen or a pen feature on digital art. And the colors are generally muted, so when the colors are saturated, they stand out so much more, especially when viewing the dresses that are made for Lady Christiala, as seen here by the bright colors on the dress. Facial emotions are organic, and the features are not stereotypically beautiful, but gives a developed character to the characters in the looks. The prince with his large nose and ears, and Francis's cute little button nose. Here we go. A very iconic scene with the cute little button nose, the large ears, and the very large nose of the prince. The characters and art style are expressive and very unique. There is a signature in the art that I see mirrored in some of the other books Wang has authored. There's a mix of panels and lineless panels that send focals to the characters within the gutterless frame. Such as, again, in this scene where there are panels up top, but there is no panel holding the bottom. And the same over here with Francis. There's a healthy amount of panels per page, and a limited to no amount of splash pages or double spreads, except for the chapter title pages, which are simply with a dress sewing template as the background. Such as seen here. Now for story. As this book focuses on the idea of culture in the narrative, and will consider what Sebastian does as cross-dressing, and this narrative builds on how Francis and Sebastian use the character of Lady Christiala as an escape for themselves. For Sebastian, it is a way to be free from his expected promptness as prince, and for Francis, it's a way for her to achieve her dream of being a top dressmaker. They both are intending to achieve their dreams and working together in order to collaborate to make these dreams come true, which I think is an awesome thing to talk about with friendship. These characters are lovable and relatable, as I'm connected to both of them as a fracture of myself, as well as them being some people I want to hug and hold very close. Francis and Sebastian came together in a way of helping support each other's dreams. This friendship is built on good intention and good feelings of friendship, while acknowledging the traumatic or distressing situations they are in or cause due to their friendship. Even though it is a thicker graphic narrative, it does read rather fast, as the pictures take up much space in the entire book. But it's something that can be read much deeper than at face value. This story has a lot of inner workings against the binary, against talking about capitalism, and the expectations of young people as they achieve their dreams. So, queer representation. This novel, or graphic narrative, never puts a definition on the trans angle, or the non-binary angle, or the gender fluid angle of Sebastian, and the purpose of clothing in the binary, the purposes for dressing in the binary of one or the other. This book plays with the binary and manipulates it, taking a stab at what is considered regular, or of class, and playing to the beauty of the odd, queer, and outstanding. As a trans man who loves dresses, I really related to Prince Sebastian and his love for dressing up for outings or contests, in wigs, ball gowns, and heels included. Lady Christiala could even perhaps have a twinge of drag representation included, with the idea of a performance, and with clothing being, and gender and the binary being a sort of performance itself. This book also spends most of its time exploring the friendship and queer platonic relationships that are formed between characters, and possible romantic ones. Enjoyability. I could not put this book down. It was a beautiful book, with drama, friendship, love-seeking, and fashion. Love the fashion. The experience I had with fighting the binary related to me through Sebastian, and I felt close to this character and the entire struggle happening between the character and the book. The reader genuinely cares for these characters and their emotions and joy they experience. And in the words of my girlfriend, it feels so fresh, meaning this new outlook on queerness as not being defined is a great expressive story. It's a way to open up into conversations that could be hard to discuss when looking at big pictures, especially through the distant lens of a different community. So overall, I give this graphic narrative a 5 out of 5, and I really enjoyed it. If you're one for hopeless romance, fashion, some lighter, brighter colors, and want an introduction to queer narratives, I definitely would suggest The Prince and the Dressmaker. Well, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you one more time. Bye!